Greetings, gamers of YouTube. I assume that by watching this video you either A, can't believe that it's true, or B, hope that it's true so that you may follow in my footsteps. Yes, friends, it is true. For less than $150, I have just had deja vu. Oh my god, my mind is blown. I did this review already, but that's impossible. Holy crap, deja vu is awesome. Yes, but I just broke my monologue, so... Yeah, $140 is right. I paid $90 for the tower and threw in another $20 for some RAM, and recycled my old graphics card and my old hard drive, for a grand total of about $141 with shipping and handling. Alright, let's do this. Game is running incredibly well. Let me show you my settings. Display is windowed full screen because I have chatting clients in the background. 1400 by 1050 at 75 Hertz. No VSync. Half gamma, which is normal. I don't really mess with it unless it's like too dark. That's not important. Custom graphics. I've turned some things down from Ultra to try to get as many frames per second as I can, but I don't want to go under high because I feel like I can get away with it. Normally I run about 55 frames a second average with the highs of 75, 80, lows of about 40, depending on where I am, but it's altogether incredibly playable. My 650 Ti has 2 gigabytes of video memory, so I went ahead and cranked up the textures. The mesh quality was on ultra stock. I turned it down, and you know, at 1400 by 1050 it's not really important. Tessellation, not a huge hit. It just makes the walls and some trees and rocks look bumpier. Shadow quality is high. I feel like I could turn it down, you know, and get some more frames per second, but I like how smooth they look. Terrain quality, not a big performance hit. No reason to have it on normal. Vegetation quality, this is where you really have to have that video memory, because this counts for not only the quality but the density of the plants and trees. Water quality, again, no performance difference between normal and high, so there's no reason to have it on normal. Just go ahead and crank that up. And there is a little bit of a noticeable difference. You get like a little bit more wavy, splashy textures and things like that. Post-process quality, this is motion blur and depth of field, anisotropic filtering, things like that. Make sure that you have at least a 600 series GPU before you turn all that crap up, unless you have a 580, because that's a monster. Ambient occlusion handles how light is rendered on 3D objects in an area without full global lighting, things like boxes and rocks and things like that. There's a bunch of them. I'm not going to explain how they work, but they're almost identical. Effects quality, that's like magic and smoke and things like that. Post-process anti-aliasing. Now this is things like FXAA and MFAA, which is not the same as multi-sample anti-aliasing, which is incredibly hungry. It'll use up all your video memory and all your rendering power, so unless you have a really nice graphics card, you can just turn it off. You don't really see much of a difference at 1050 anyways. Shader quality, now the game turned this to medium, and I left it medium because I've played with it before in other games, and it usually cuts your frame rate in half for each level it goes up, and I enjoy 60 frames a second, so... And there's not really a difference. Oops, wrong button. Not too much of a difference in the, what was that? Oh, not too much of a difference in the shadow quality and the texture quality when you turn up the render quality to high. It really only sharpens things up in the distance. And, you know, trees and leaves and things like that. Things you won't even notice. Now you can see here the tessellation. All the rocks are like poking out. If I turn the tessellation down to like low or off, it would be like flat as a board. Where am I going? I am going to fight some wolves. Let's see. Trouble with the wolves.
Elena has agreed to bring the farmers back once the area has been rid of wolves. So go there and kill them all mercilessly.
Why am I running through the mountains? Because there's a level 12 rift at the bottom of this river, and I am only level 7. Ooh, pretty water. Now I want to say something here. I make these videos for people who they don't have a lot of money, but they want to play video games on modest resolutions at good settings, you know. I want to help these people who have this misconception that you have to spend $1,000 on a PC in order to play like Minecraft or Call of Duty. I'm clearly playing 2 of the most demanding games that are out right now, Dragon Age Inquisition and Grand Theft Auto 5, with this computer, and they both run flawlessly. So I'm not saying in your face or I told you so or anything like that, but I really just want to give these people hope that you can buy outdated tech and it still works. Why can't I get back up there? My Xeon is basically an i7-920, and the W3520 that I'm using, you can literally get for $9 on eBay. And the i7-920 goes for about $180. Oh my god, a bear! The Xeon version is literally the same thing. There's virtually no difference between the 2 processors. So, buy an old workstation that's got a Xeon in it. Make sure you get a good one for $90 and throw some more RAM in it if it doesn't have enough RAM. And a graphics card. Now, I had the 650 Ti before I bought this computer. If you check my channel out, there's some other videos. So, I did get away with not having to buy a graphics card again. Even though I'm going to. Maybe not this year, but probably next year. Or, well, if I can afford it, I'd like to upgrade this year. But, who, me? Why? Who said that? Must just be late script processing while we were fighting that bear. It says there's a quest right here, but where is it? That's not it, is it? That is it. What do we got here? Carta coat. Ooh. I'll take that. No, I have to go this way. I was hoping to stress test the game a little bit to show you that it runs really well. It's incredibly playable. I've never had a hiccup. You know, knock on wood. But it doesn't seem like there's not too many bad guys around here. But the lighting effects are wonderful. Look at those sun rays. Very beautiful. What was that? The water effects are really nice. You see I'm running through some mist. Runs really well. Now if I did... Ooh. If I managed to crank it up to 1080, if I had a monitor that supported 1080, I probably wouldn't be getting, you know, 40, 50 frames a second. I'd probably be getting close to 30. But still, that's playable. I don't really know what to talk about. I just wanted to let you see the game. I was hoping to let you see some combat, because there's no fluctuation in performance in combat. Let's see what we got here.
Come to me, my love. The dreams have guided you this far, and now I'll write these words with my own hand. No, I write these words with your own hand, for you to read when you wake. You are so close. Come to the tree on the hill, where the stone lady stands, bearing Fereldas, so that I know you, and we can finally be together forever.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That sounds like a ghost. I don't like ghosts. This is a nice valley, though. Stay tuned for a screencast of my CPU ID. For those of you who don't believe that I'm running the system that I'm running, even though in my GTA 5 video you can see clearly from a digital camera outside source that I am. Go ahead and check out my other videos if you want, guys. Thanks for watching. Alright, now we have to take a look at the CPU ID. You can download this at cpuid.com. It shows you what your computer parts are. Now, I don't know if you can see that. Going full screen might help, but I'm going to put in the magnifier so I can show you the, I think that's Xeon W3520, which is essentially just an i7-920. It's literally the same processor. It has a stock speed of 2.6 gigahertz, but it has a turbo boost of 2.9. 4 cores, 8 threads. Main board is a Dell, because it's a T3500. 6 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, and a 650 Ti. I do have the EVGA super clocked one. It's got 2 gigabytes of DDR5 memory. It's for about I want to say $250 maybe, unless you have a graphics card laying around. So still less than the price of a Xbox 360 or a PS4 or Xbox One. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have some more videos later, and if you have any ideas for videos, let me know.